Hi everyone, welcome back to Madagascar Voices. I'm Chloe and today I'm here with Djamel. Djamel's going to introduce himself.
Hey guys, my name is Djamel Carlitos and I'm very happy to be with you today. I'm one of the teachers from TSAP Travel and I am a tour guide as well.
Oh, thank you so much. So similar to what we did in Gladys's episode, probably from a week or two ago for you guys, but a couple of days ago for me, I'm just gonna ask Djamel some questions and we're gonna talk about our journey of knowing each other and working together for the past couple of years, and maybe even like the future of like TSAP Travel and what we do here. So to start us off, Djamel, can you tell the good people how we met? Can you remember?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really remember the perfect date, but I think that was like 2019.
Yeah, it was definitely 2019.
I just came to Nosy like a few years now, and I think you were teaching English in an organization.
Yeah.
And you taught us English, and you were one of my teachers. And at the beginning, at this time, I was really very bad in English, so I really need help in English. It was a kind of English club where you can practice what you know and you learn some more skills as well. And that's where I met you for the first time, and you were teaching there like 2-3 months.
Well, yeah, around about then. I was only meant to be here for 5 weeks, but I then stayed for a lot longer.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I think towards the end of my stay, you were doing an internship at Tamana.
Exactly.
And I was staying at Tamana. But what I remember is we met at the English class and I was a teacher. And because I always had like mobile data on my phone, you and your brother would always ask to watch the football. That was it. That was the English. It was like, can we please watch the football on your phone?
That's a shame.
No, it's good.
I want to cut that one.
No,
I'm
it's
joking.
good. No, it's like it's one of my fondest memories of like my first trip.
Really?
Because I don't remember. I remember a few things from that class, but I just always remember like you and your brother like being so keen to watch football on my phone, and you have such a passion for
I
it, and you
as
play
well,
it
like,
so much.
That was one of the things that make me remember you as well when you came back, like, because you know, like when people come here, the foreigners, they come here, they teach you English, and once the class is finished, they've done their job and they don't care about you, like they don't want to have like a personal relation, like to be friends or things like that. They just teach and then after they go home. But I felt from the beginning that you were like special because you tried to get like a contact with us, and you were not afraid to have friends like from Madagascar, and that like made us more open. And I know it was a shame like to ask for your phone to watch football games, but
No, it was good.
I remember we were really happy. It's like kind of a small gesture, you know.
Yeah.
But at this time, you cannot even believe the impact that left in our heart.
Yeah.
And I'm sure my brother still remembers that day.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because I'd never been to a developing country before. I'd never been to Africa before. And I remember when I first arrived and like first started teaching English, I was a bit scared because I didn't have any training in teaching English.
The new challenge.
I was just showing up, and I was sat with like, you were in the advanced class. We have a little guest whilst we're chatting. You were in the advanced class, but I remember having some really good conversations. We had some really good conversations about religion, and about the reasons why people follow religion, because I wasn't raised in a religious family, and like I have really fond memories about those conversations. They really stuck with me. And just like the whole experience was really good. And off the back of that, that leads us into, I suppose, 2022, because we didn't talk too much when I came back to England.
Just like a happy birthday once a year.
Yeah, like nothing too big. But when you realised or found out I was coming back to Madagascar, you reached out and we started working.
I think you contacted me.
Oh, like, maybe. I can't remember. That's a good memory.
Yeah. I have the message here. Like,
I
you
don't know if we would find that. There's a lot of messages.
I am back in Madagascar now, and I have like a kind of project and things like that. Do you want to help me? Things like that. But I think the first time we met in 2019, I think at this moment we didn't realize yet that later we would achieve like something big.
No. It was never in the cards. It wasn't a plan.
And then came 2022.
Yeah. And then you helped me set up English classes across the island.
I think that's one of the. I think that's to be honest, that's one of my best souvenirs as a member of TSAP Travel, because you know, like everything, whatever you do, the beginning is always the toughest, and then after it goes slowly and slowly. But I think the beginning was hard, but I think it was a nice memory because we had to meet like a very important person in UCB. We had to talk with the deputy, the mayor, and stuff like this, and we had to fix like very important meetings and things like that, which I have never done before. And to be honest, when you texted me like I want someone to help me, I didn't even know like how can I help her, because at that time like I was still studying, even now I'm still studying, and I was like, what can I do for her? Like she's a foreigner, she has already everything what she wants, so I don't know what kind of help can I do. But I accepted anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think, well, if I reached out, which I can't remember what happened, probably because of your work with Nathan in the Sunrise Centre, and you were just really enthusiastic, and you didn't ask for any money, which I was really grateful for at the time, because we didn't have a lot of money, but I was really passionate about starting something here, and I knew that it could benefit people like yourself and Gladys in the future, which you work for us now and you have a salary, and we helped you with your business as a tour guide.
So that's one thing that I would like to tell a little bit about our viewers, because at the beginning, this was not like kind of a business or things like that. This is
just an idea.
Just an idea to improve Malagasy people's life and to teach. And what really convinced me in the project is like I was very bad at English. I don't say, but actually I'm good. But
you are good at English.
I was really, really, really bad. Like if we had to rate me from 0 to 20, I was like -20.
I don't think so. We hired you as a teacher pretty quickly. Like you always came and talked with me when I first came back. But maybe in your heart you felt it wasn't very good.
Like, so I think what's really convinced me about the project, we didn't even talk about money, because first of all I like helping people even if it's not a question of money. But what really convinced me to accept the project is like I was on their, how to say that, I was one of them.
Yeah, you said that in the documentary. You said that you always felt like part of the team, even though we were a white team, and you are like the only Malagasy person really as part of it.
Before, like I was one of the Malagasy guys who wanted to learn English, but I didn't have enough ways to do it, or I wanted to try to have a better life and open to other people and other cultures, but I couldn't do it because I was shy, I was afraid, and I didn't have money, you know. Sometimes you're complicated.
Yeah.
But then when you say that you want to teach English for free, and the goal is to just to deliver impact and leave legacy everywhere you go and teach English to hundreds of people, I was directly like, okay, I don't care about how much it would cost or anything else. I'm in the project, and until now.
And now all of those English classes that we set up, we still teach today. Some of the locations have changed.
We even have more.
Yeah, like, we've got more now.
In Zamanzar, we started in a place near a bar.
Yes.
It's a shame to say.
But it's funny. I think I look back to that time with really fond memories. We just wanted to start, and we knew nobody taught English in Zamanzar, and we ended up teaching in this nightclub, and it was hilarious. We had like 50, 60 people come to this class, and
just so
loud because you're in this big echoey nightclub, and we had one light bulb even, and every time it would go out, all of the kids would scream. But it was so much fun. Like
sometimes power cut.
Yeah, there were so many times when I'm sure I felt frustrated because all the kids are running around and playing games, but I'm happy that we did it. And a lot of, a handful of those students that came then, they continue to come 2 years later to our English class now in our new location.
Actually, we still have few of them in the class.
Yeah.
So as you said, it's still in Zamanzar. The room of the class has changed, but it's still the same concept, like the same teacher, the same motivation, and they are all still motivated.
No, it's great.
And what makes it like what makes you motivated to continue as well every time? Because like when you teach English 2 or 3 times in a week, sometimes you can be tired. But what makes me personally motivated is like to see that they improve and they progress, and just one day you can be proud, like, oh, this guy, he speaks English because of me.
Yeah,
because
it's
of
a
his
nice
efforts,
feeling.
but also because of me. And
Yeah,
that's satisfying.
yeah, it's great. And this year, we started, well, not me, didn't really have anything to do with me, but we started our football club, the TSAP Football Club.
So, well, there are too many souvenirs and memories, and I don't know which one to pick up, like as my favorite one. But I think the football project is one of the best.
It's something that you've
ever.
always wanted to do.
It's always because
I decided that this year it was time.
It was
time
we
to
could
make
have done this like 2 years ago. Why?
Yeah, but we did. I think
Yeah.
one thing at a time.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I think 2 years ago,
I think 2 years
we
ago
wouldn't
we
have
were
been
not ready.
No.
Yeah.
But
So-
we're ready now, and it's been going really well.
For some of our viewers who haven't seen the recent documentary, the film that we have made, in my interview I said that I was big football fan.
Yeah, you're wearing a shirt today. You're always wearing a football shirt.
This is my team, guys. Real Madrid,
Real
the
Madrid.
best. So I'm a football fan, a Real Madrid fan, but football fan too. I watch a lot of football games, like 2-3 a day, and that's something that I really like. It's like my passion, you know. Everyone has his passion, and for me, it's just like football. And I don't just watch. I like playing. I like discussing about tactics, about having debates about football. It could be like I see someone on the street, I hear them debating about football. I don't know them, I've never seen them before, but I'm directly involved in the conversation, and we just become friends just because of football. So I really enjoy football, and I think that making that football project is really good idea, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm happy that it's a success for now.
Yeah,
For now.
it's been really good, and it seems to be growing. And you've got your first tournament, well, for you and for me tomorrow.
Sunday after
Oh, on
tomorrow,
Sunday,
yeah.
sorry. I'm thinking it's Saturday. But yeah, this weekend, which is really exciting.
Yeah, like, so the concept is that we have 8 teams. We make a quarter final. We play like 10 minutes times 2. So there is a short half time. And then each team plays, and then if you lose, you're just disqualified. I mean, eliminated.
Yeah.
And there is semi-final and final, and the winner will win like a cup.
Yes, we'll make that happen. We'll sort out a cup.
So it's kind of thing that makes the young people motivated as well, because, you know, Nosibe, there are a lot of young people, but not really in the right direction. You know, like lots of people go to smoking, they just become, I don't want to judge people, but, you know, like bad boys, you know, like a lot of drugs, cigarettes, which is not bad, as I said, but it's just like, as a young people, they should be more responsible. And I'm so proud, like, they are so many to now practice sports, and because of that they just forget to take drugs or forget to take cigarettes.
And they just find a different hobby, don't they? And
Yeah.
they become part of a team that they really enjoy.
Exactly. And, you know, like football, it's an international language, so we can make friends. As I said earlier, I'm someone very shy, but because of football I can meet new people, and I can see that some people have good skills too. I'm learning from them, and they learn from me. And yeah, it's interesting.
How has TSAP Travel, let me just get the dog, mind.
He wants to bite me?
He just loves, he's a puppy, so he just wants to chew on
Yeah.
everything. He was just chewing on my fingers. But he does have chew toys. So, how has TSAP Travel like changed your life, or like has it had any impact? Like, would you say it's had an impact on your life since we started working together a couple of years ago?
Well, I think the first thing I can say, it's like in my personal life, I had the kind of like new friends, or I would even say like a second family.
Oh, thank you.
Because as I said, I'm someone very shy. I spent my whole childhood like closed, and I don't like to come to people and talk and things like that. I'm someone very shy, and I think the word for that is introvert.
Yeah.
I'm someone very introvert. Well, I used to, because now looks like I'm not, but I'm still it. But I used to be very introvert, and the fact that TSAP Travel came on my way, it's just like open opportunity for me to meet new people, and there has been an amazing stuff coming. I remember Giles, just wave if he's watching. Giles, there's some people filming, some people, lots of people who has helped me to become a better person and to get more friends, but not always stay close. And of course there's Chloe, who's just next to me, who helped me a lot. Like I think one of the best decisions that you have made is to put me as a teacher, because as I said, I spoke English, I could speak English, I could understand, but I was not confident enough to have a conversation, you know. I was like, because I was shy, so I couldn't have like normal conversation with people, because inside me I would say I'm not good enough. So the fact that you pointed me as the teacher, it gave me like a kind of self, how to say that, like to trust more myself, and say, if Chloe decided to put me as a teacher, maybe she see that I'm good in English. So that helped me to boost my motivation as well.
Yeah, Gladys said the same thing. Like, she wasn't sure if she could do it or that her English was very good, but I wouldn't, like you say, I wouldn't give you a job as a teacher, as an English teacher, if I didn't think you were good at English.
I thought that
yeah.
I would
no, because I meet so many people who think that they're not good at English, but their English is actually really good. And yeah, I had confidence. Like, I could have a conversation with you, you could explain things to me. We had taught together so much that it was just the obvious decision at the time. And it's obviously gone really well.
That's what makes it good. Like, is it an English word, a reciprocal?
Yeah, reciprocal.
Reciprocal. Yeah. Like, it is reciprocal. You know, we learn many things from you, but you learn from us too, like Malagasy way of life. You know, like how Malagasy people are just happy and just happy with the small thing. You know, like just small things, and they're happy. And that's what is good. Like, it's reciprocal. We learn from you, you learn from us, and we achieve something together.
Yeah, it's been really good.
We see the result.
What has surprised you the most about TSAP Travel? Like, when we met in 2022 and we had no idea what we were going to do. Like, has anything surprised you?
I think what surprised me the most is just the character of the staff. Because, you know, in Madagascar, okay, I'm sorry if I say that in front of the camera, but most of the time the tourists are a little bit rude, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like,
they're rude to me too. It's not just you.
If some people come to them, they are not asking for anything but just say hello and ask for a smile. And I don't know why they do that, but sometimes they just reject them, like, oh, get far away from us, you're dangerous. I don't know, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but sometimes that things happen. And, you know, at the beginning I was afraid about that too, because I knew you since 2019, but the others member of the staff, I didn't know them, and I was afraid, like, will there be a problem because of the color of my skin, or because of I am so young, or it's just because of my English, I don't know. Like, because I am Malagasy but not from Europe, will there be a problem? And at the same time I was worried about myself. But finally they were so open and friendly, and I think that's what's the most surprising thing.
Yeah, we've had some amazing change makers join us over the past 3 projects. This is the end of our 3rd project.
Yasmin,
Patrick and Yasmin,
always
Giles,
good to text
Freya,
with them.
Megan, Bryony. We've had some good people, and we're hoping for even more in the future to
maybe
be part
in the future
of this
I will be a
journey.
change maker in the different countries.
Maybe we don't know.
Fingers crossed.
What impact do you think TSAP Travel has here in Madagascar? Or, like, what impact have we had on you, thinking about, like, how we helped you with your tourism business? Or, like, do you think we're making, like, good progress?
Well, there's progress. Like, naturally you helped me a lot to design my website and these stuffs, but I think the best impact that you have left to me, it's just the self-confidence that you gave me, you know, because as I said, I'm someone very shy, and I didn't trust enough myself, but because of the opportunity that you gave me and small things like that, it made me more confident, and inside me actually, I'm always the same Djamel, but I'm just different from 3 or 4 years ago. Now I am more confident, and I know my value, and if there is an opportunity, I am more confident, like I can do this or I cannot do this. But before, I would always say like I cannot do this, even if I had the ability to do it. But now I'm more confident. I think that's the best impact that you have left to me.
And what about to the wider community, thinking about our English students and people at the football club?
Well, people at the football club,
like
to be honest, the football club has just started like 1 month now, so we are still going step by step, as we say in Madagascar, more and more.
Yeah, slowly.
Going more and more. But as a teacher, I think like I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but now we're kind of stars, you know. Like everywhere, go in Nocibe, and people just gossip back under your back, like, oh, this guy, he's working with foreigners. This guy, he's a good English teacher. He's teaching English for free, and
it's very different to other volunteer abroad organisations because obviously VAZers, so foreigners, white people, aren't here all the time. And even when we are here, we don't teach English all the time.
Yeah, just visit. Like
we visit and we'll come and help with pronunciation. Like we had a really good class together yesterday. I'm going to teach for Gladys later. So like I'm not the star of the show, if you like. Like in a lot of places, like the turnover of foreigners, volunteers, we call them change makers, it's very often, right? You're here for a month and then you go. You're here, somebody else comes for a bit, they leave, and that continues.
And that's
But for us, we have like really good consistency because you have your classes and Gladys has her classes, and then we have some joint classes as well. But they know that you're the teacher. Like now at Jamanja, like one of our classes, they don't expect to see me. Like it's a treat for them. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
But they always expect to see you because like, you teach them every week, and I think it has such an impact on their learning and their confidence and their willingness to ask questions. Because I mean, I've taught English here for a long time.
4 years?
Yeah.
Even more?
Well, yeah, but I can see the difference. Like I learned so early on when you and I started working together, the benefits of having a local person teach English. Because I can't translate, I can't explain in a way they understand. I can translate some things, but being able to explain certain words, it's so powerful. And seeing you and Gladys teach sometimes makes me really emotional.
Really?
Yeah. Because I just can't believe that like that's what happens.
Wow. After like we have met now 6 years.
So as I was saying before, it makes me feel really emotional, like watching you guys teach that. How far like we've all come together as like our little TSAP like team.
It's not always easy, you know.
No, it's not, and I think even like looking to the future, it's not going to be easy. Like. Because we don't have the change makers that we need to ensure that we can continue growing, and that's like a big pressure on my part to like make sure that happens.
Because I know it's not our part of job, but we think about that too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on everybody's mind.
Yeah.
But no, we love it, don't we?
But I think that's one of the things that make difference between TSAP Travel and the other organizations.
Yeah.
Like you give more value to Madagascar people. Like you have got like some Madagascar teachers, while the others just take some volunteers from different countries and continues like that. And if there are no volunteers, the class just stops.
Yeah.
But like in Madagascar with TSAP Travel, the class will just continue with local people, and which is good.
The classes will always continue even without foreigners. And now we have both dogs coming to join us because I woke her up from his nap. Final question, why should people come to Madagascar? Either as a change maker for TSAP Travel or just for a holiday. Why do you think people should come?
Well, I will try to answer to that question with honesty as possible. I think Madagascar, and I don't say that because of I am Madagascar, but Madagascar, I think it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. And it's not only me who says that. I am a tour guide and I'm talking with a lot of people, a lot of tourists. I have had conversation with people who have done like 50 countries, 60, but they all agree that Madagascar is one of the best that they have ever been. And when I say beautiful, it's not only the landscapes, the beaches and the forests, animals and everything. The beauty, it's also like the people, you know, like the heart of people, their smile, like they are friendly, they are open to you, they welcome you even if they don't know you, but they welcome you in their life. And I think that's makes Madagascar very special. So to come in Madagascar, if I don't talk about like volunteering, but just coming to Madagascar, I think it's just a good decision that anybody would regret, because it's really beautiful, but also as a change maker, that would really help, because you have fun for your holiday, but at the same time, you deliver impact, because that's our goal. We deliver impact, and when you leave, you will not just live alone, you leave a legacy.
Yeah, together we ignite change, deliver impact, and leave a legacy. And I'm really glad that we're able to do that. And I'm really sorry if these dogs are distracting. I'm getting eaten alive by the puppy.
Well. These are legacies
and Poe just wants love. He's like, you woke me up from my nap, guys. No.
I want to be in the show.
Whilst, okay, if you want to sit down, sit. Oh, good boy. No? Okay. You can't just stand there. All of my editing, Poe, that I'm going to have to do now. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm just being eaten. Poe, lay down. Lay down. You've got 4 legs. You can lay down. Okay, you stay there. So, to finish us off, Djamel, you can put me on the hot seat now. Do you have any questions for me?
I think there's just a question that I have always asked inside my mind, but I never asked it to you. So I will. I think it's the opportunity to ask it now. Why Nusibe? Why Madagascar? Because I know you have been to different countries before, but why Madagascar?
So before Madagascar, I hadn't really been to any other countries. I had been to Andorra when I was 12, and I went to Canada in the January of 2019, and then I came to Madagascar in the May. So I'd only been to 2 other places, and I've told this story before on an earlier podcast, but long story short, I was going to go to Fiji, but I thought the flights were too expensive, and when I looked at the flights, they were cheaper to come to Madagascar. They weren't, because I was looking at the flights to Tanna, not the flights to Nosy Bay. But then I thought, you know, I wanted to go somewhere different, somewhere that you don't really find people that have been. And I don't meet many people that have been to Madagascar, more so maybe in the past year or 2, but especially in 2019 and even now, like everybody's always so shocked that I work in Madagascar, and I love the uniqueness.
You just know it with the movie Madagascar.
And the reason I come back whilst Poe gets in the way is the people, and probably now in the future will be the dogs, to like watch them grow and to rescue more dogs from the island. But it's probably people like yourself, Gladys, Gaetan. You know, you had such a big impact on my experience, and I saw the problems of other volunteer abroad companies. You know, we've mentioned some of them today in the podcast, and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to leave that legacy through Malagasy people, and that became really important to me, and I couldn't think of a better country to come and do it, really. I love it so much.
That's amazing. And I think just last question. What's your favorite moments since we started this project?
Oh, mind out the way.
Not only this year, but
since
from
the project
2022, since the project started, do you have like a special moment that you really enjoyed, like never get out of your mind? It's hard, I know.
No, I'm just battling with these 2 dogs as well. The first one that came to mind with us is when we were filming the introduction and the outro to the Fiavanana documentary in Nosy Ranja, and you had the clapperboard, and it took me so many takes to get it right, and you looked at it and you were like, take 13, okay, let's go. And that was really funny.
I remember that,
I think, like dinners with Jasmine, with Yasmin, Giles and Patrick. Those were always really good. Dinners at our first volunteer house.
That was a really special team, I think so.
Yeah, it was the first one, and there will never be. And we had such a vision for the documentary. That was a really special team.
We worked hard as well.
Yeah, it was just a great team. We really worked well together, and we've had Freya, Megan, and Bryony over the past couple of years have been really good teams, and we've had so much fun together. I think this year, probably just looking after the dogs. Like, they are an absolute pain in my bum all the time, especially this little puppy keeps chewing me whilst we're doing this, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's been really rewarding to like rehome dogs and teach local people more about dogs and like animal welfare and stuff like that. Yeah. What about you? What's been your favourite memory so far?
I have lots of memories, but I think my favorite moment so far, I think it's just the dinner for the farewell for Giles when he left, when we went to the Mango restaurant in Hellville. It was like I think it was like 7-8 p.m. And we played pool. We were filming the introduction of the movie down on the street.
Yeah, but it was the last clip, wasn't it, where we all walked together. That was such a special night. That was so much fun.
Really
we passed around the cicada. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Which is like a big moth thing that people eat as a delicacy here, and they're huge. And we were handing it around. It was so funny.
I was scared. I think that was my favorite moment.
Any other questions before we wrap it up?
I think my last question would be how do you still have the same motivation today than compared to 2022 to continue this? And now that we are not just starting, but we have already made a lot of progress, is it still the same motivation, or you want to start like a new thing?
I'm really sorry. I need to take the dog away because he's just chewing my hand off. Go over there. No. So do I have the same motivation as before? I think the motivation still stands. I think now we have like staff members. I still want to deliver impact and leave a legacy in Madagascar. I think there's been a lot of challenges. Like we have, this dog is biting me again. We have a lot of financial challenges as a team, which is really hard. We would love to see more change makers here and be able to do even more work, and even like hire more people and have more partners. And it might be surprising, but everything takes money. Nothing is free, even in Madagascar. So I think the motivation of like wanting to make change and deliver impact in Madagascar and leave that legacy will always be at the heart of what we do. But I think especially now more than ever, there's a bigger driving force to get more volunteers and more change makers and really start to be making that bigger impact that we know we can have. When we have more people to support, but also more money so that we can buy more resources, have whiteboards instead of chalkboards, have a projector and things like that. Like that vision is still very big.
So listening to you won't forget Madagascar.
No, Madagascar is like my second home. I wouldn't be without it.
That's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to consider myself like someone important, but
important to us.
I am the first guy who worked with you since the beginning, and I'm still here today. So in the name of all the staffs and all the Malagasy people, I would like to just say thank you. And to all our viewers, this was not planned.
No, I told Djamel yesterday that he's coming over today to do this, and bless him, you came over because today is my last day in Madagascar for 2024. So this is soon to be goodbye for me, but not for long. I'll be back before everyone knows it.
As we say, it's just a goodbye. And as I said to all the recent volunteers, as I said to them, like not be sad because it's over, just be happy
because
because
it happened.
And with you, it's the same thing, but and for you, it's not over. You know, it's still continuing. You will come back. And
I know I'll come back, and I'll talk to you all the time.
You have to come back.
Well, I do. I do run a business out here, so I think I do have to come back. I don't think it's a choice. I think it's like a requirement. I think that's part of the job I've given myself. But yeah, well, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to catching you in the next Madagascar Voices episode, hopefully with more Madagascar Voices and also some of our previous volunteers and change makers as well. Yeah, thank you all so much. Goodbye for now. Bye.